Top of the morning to you, mateys. It's your boy, Mighty Well, guys. Welcome back to some more Avowed. So we're trying to make some progress in this game and get deep in it. Did a couple bounties last. You see we're here with IKC. Squidward Handsome Son himself. I want to get back into these main missions, so let's get right back into it. Pearl District. Let me see if you can fast travel there. Where is it at? Forget where it shows where missions are. Oh, over here. Technically, we have a camp. So if you're new here, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, watching for any reason. We showed up on your feed. Love the support. Make sure you click that subscribe button. We're going to get into a lot of new games that are coming out and everything, so you won't want to miss out.
Thoughts and whispers, we feel them rumble beneath the surface. We smell conflict. Kith turn on kith. We do not understand. They come on foreign ships. Exiles grafted from other trees. The salt clings to their hair. The scent of distant shores to their skin. New growth from dead wood. Why? Uprooted, anywhere but home. But the ground stirs. New roots seek to grow taller than the old. They bring banners, arrows, swords. What do they seek from us? Blood thickens the stream. Wolves fighting for territory. Is the instinct to conquer innate? Order. A bush pruned into obedience. We fear. We learn much. Sleep now. Dream of warm tides and purple leaves.
Right. Oh, what the? Garrick, no!
Poor guy. Didn't even stand a chance.
Looks like there's a note.
Why did they do that to him? That's crazy. Threatening note. Slain by your hands, and so your man receive the same fate by odds. Actions have consequences, especially for those of you standing. Remember this next time you choose violence over peace. We'll be watching. No! Garrick, no! I can save you! Please! Alright. I can't save him. Guys, that's insane. He literally helped us to get the Parities in the beginning, and they killed him. I will avenge you, Garrick. For the people of Narnia. That's wild. You did it. I know it was you. For Garrick! I shall slay each and every one of you.
Everyone okay?
Yeah. Anybody that comes in my path.
Star metal, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh,
Might want to
dragon
take
of
that
star
to the
metal.
blacksmith.
Pretty nice. I just wanted to take him out real quick. See if no loot. I guess not. Spiders down there.
Can't believe we're stationed out here, so far from the city. Piss off the captain or something?
Oh, hush. You're acting like we got sent to shadow the tusks.
Lower the gate. Aedyr.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure?
I prefer pleasure, but we'll see.
Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwig barged past me. She was looking none too pleased.
Hmm.
I didn't ask. The less I know, the better. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwig's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Ludwig's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf brought us some grace with her.
You're cleared to pass, envoy.
Right. Yeah. We're headed to Firmes Iverno. Oh, I can jump. So I kind of figured something was up with Ludwig. She's a little.
And Sam's sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Aedyrans moving in.
And Egwolf's death won't help matters.
You had to know that might happen. I mean, you've met Ludwig, right?
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Aedyran soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. Taking in the slack is one thing. They look ready to strangle each other with it.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own use for you. That's what's giving me the shakes.
We're headed to Firmes Iverno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Fair enough, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome. Hilgard's already brought your homeland's prohibitions against animancy to Paradise.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fjord is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches. All surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. We'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway... You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. Well, you came to the right place.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
Our deal was I'd help you find your assassin. I did that. I figured you'd probably travel faster with fewer people anyway. I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. Yep, keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is gonna show us which mushrooms we can eat, and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have two rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
No way I was letting Marius go without us. So there's a cabin.
By the way, I never met that Orlan girl before in my life.
What Orlan girl?
You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peaks? With the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah.
Like I was saying, I don't trust Ludwig at all. I could tell from the beginning she's a little secretive. But I do like this area too. This game is very colorful. Oh,
Would you be a dear and help me?
what the hell is going on over here? Oh, what the?
Looks like she needs our help.
Let's give her
What is this?
Don't get too comfortable. More on the way.
Add mushroom. Spoiling recap. What the hell?
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
No ladders, Envoy. Wouldn't fit in the packs.
You're welcome to my shoulders.
Shoot. That vase is far too high for me, and a ladder would have been perfect. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Watch out, envoy. She seems to have a thing for you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord. And I need this vase now. Oh, you will? My. You're a looker and a doer. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do
Oh,
meet the most interesting people.
naughty, naughty.
1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. But no one listens to me.
Alright, so let's get her vase real quick. Let's do a side quest before we get back to that main mission. Collect the rest of my loot. It's all these freaks out here.
Just getting warmed up.
I'm off for me. How do we get up there? Let's see. Godless vase. Return the vase to Yatsley.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. If you say so, darling. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I've a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, Godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare before changes are.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things.
Duh. You're not gonna do anything about it. But let's keep going on our adventure to more mushrooms. Damn.
Nice job, everyone.
Coastal Farms.
I've never seen Emerald stare like this. It's usually so nice.
You told
As
us
if
that
people weren't
ANIMANCY
hungry enough.
save our crops, and now look, spoiled on the vine. Zarit won't even touch them.
Animancy is a process. We're talking about a delicate metaphysical ecosystem.
Machines everywhere.
What do you mean that's what you thought? Last week you said there would be grain.
I know what I said. We only have so much to go around.
Are the Animancy starving as well? Or are they sipping tea?
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the rules. Go home. Take taxes
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Eora obviously comes from using animancy.
You showed up at a bad time. Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giata's about to tear that poor man a new one. Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me of home.
She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giata's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last. You could do a lot worse than Giata, but she can be a bit confrontational. The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was
Will
hoping
do.
for some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when Animancers fight.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. Good. Perhaps he will listen to you. I am not fashioned for statecraft. Still, I think the governor is too stubborn to be persuaded even by the Emperor's finest. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Aedyran interests. Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
We got some more bounties here. Yep.
Be careful with... Oh.
So we'll definitely do a couple of those.
Please bring them peace, I need you. Becoming part of a blight is not a fate I would wish upon my worst enemy.
Come on. My invention is
Giata,
guaranteed.
what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city.
The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home!
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it!
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now! How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure they didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust ANIMANCY as his father did. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with Animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell them about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Aedyran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Wow.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroll.
That's crazy. Banished her just like that. So let's see who this Giata is. I don't know why I said it in Spanish. Giata.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Aedyr envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. How generous of you. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Sorry. I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Misiverno. Forever.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be all right. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. I hope so, because we're running out of options. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial envoy, research assistant. Who knew?
Yeah, I pretty much brought that faker down by myself.
Did you?
Yep. No, you didn't.
Captain Masoni said he'd never seen anything like it. Oh, I bet.
Beetle. And more mushrooms.
Not bad, Marius.
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or it used to be.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question.
Neither. They just are. Anything else is speculation. Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Me, E.T.
Remy, take a note. The endangered godlike's vacant gaze betrays an unquenchable thirst for violence. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
I suppose we owe her a favor. Or two.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal?
Sure.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky. Tired of being remarkable? Interesting.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
Reparations, huh? It's like, huh?
So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Oh, didn't anyone tell you? Oh dear, Yvette. I think we've hit a sore topic. Shame you had to learn it from us. Do you have an answer or not? Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
What? I want the two of you to stop practicing. Mancy forever.
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Aedyr would be a good place to start.
Ah, of course. The idea is a bit high-minded. Aedyr acts like a pathway for souls as they rejoin the wheel.
And the Dream Scourge is a plague of the soul, is it not?
So, just as Aedyr channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge. An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh soccer, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear
Hurry,
Giada
before they
was
change their
sent into
minds.
exile?
Ugh, I might have
Wonder if she needs
dozed
to do
off there
research
for a
on
bit.
Or
Were any of those
maybe a
words the
test
ones
Let's
you
talk
needed?
to
We could do both. Anything to work with the great Giada Castelli.
Monto next, wherever he is. Actually, my bad. Elia.
Yeah.
What in the... Out here working hard, Tobias?
Those are no ordinary farmhands.
A godlike in Emerald's Den. Well, well, maybe our
Lighted
luck's
crop.
improving. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Sorry, I've been on my own for a while, and I forget how unusual this looks. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
We can smell it, too.
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor, but of course nothing is ever that simple. What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. Giada Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? Especially when a renowned animancer is shouting at the top of her lungs in the streets of Yore. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a revenant then.
Be
She
gentle.
just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
That's not part of my vocabulary, so we'll see. Oh, hello there. Trying to figure out how way up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello. You must be Silver. Gentle with you. Shit. I think that was gentle enough. He's moving still. Unseek.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting? Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. And end up like Giata. No, thank you. The corpses, they need me. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say. Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare reading. I really have been sleeping entirely too well.
Now time to talk to
I'm
Monto.
wondering why people find this place unsettling.
We got an ability point. Let's do some wand mastery. I might upgrade both of these because I actually do like that. Let me see, check the map. Can we? Yeah, fast travel back. Oh, we got ourselves some attribute points. Let's do... I never did perception yet. I want to do dex. Let's go with dex. I do perception next. How do I get to Monoto? Is he in here? Yep.
Confounded machine.
Ah, Pastor Monoto.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. We can't make something out of nothing. We're still limited by our resources. I could use a large single block of Adra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
Doing things peacefully. Doesn't sound like my kind of forte.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this.
What's wrong?
Envoy, I'm sorry. I'm not in a place to talk right now. On the contrary, he'd be thrilled if he knew. Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use half as much Adra to achieve the same results. And then I thought, what if one day it's a third, a quarter, a speck? No. To harness these forces for so small a price is too much power. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll create? I have been reading Athelmir's treatise on Wodica. Perhaps she's right. Maybe Animancy should be reined in. How can I? All right. I'll do some more tests and see where they lead me. But I won't publish anything until I'm absolutely sure.
Sounds smart.
The Aedyr is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She might be up to something.
I'm sure her mother and father are onto something, and look what
Let
happened.
me see if anything's up here real quick. Probably not. Some more journals. So nothing really.
What do you think of Giata's theory? Well, my experiments have been a little unpredictable. Like the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? We should talk, but not here.
Welcome to my fine establishment.
Oh boy. It's a mission away. So we pass a bounty on the way. Technically could do it. Kill the Delegman. Delegman. Brain fart. Oh! Holy crap, I didn't know I jumped that high. The way they fall is hilarious.
Envoy.
Let's heal up a little bit.
Over here.
The hell is that?
Here we go.
Zarips.
Right flank.
So we got a fine bow added.
That it.
So we're gonna go left. I'll explore to the right. Oh shoot. Oh. Now we have flames out of both hands. I did not know we had that. Must have been from the upgrade. Let's get this beacon.
It seems like the readings are stronger by that tree.
Be honest. Do you think we'll get anything useful from this? The crops are dying. You don't need to be an animancer to know that.
I'll go back to them later.
The water is beautiful, wouldn't you agree? The surface is calm, but the depths are full of life. For now, I merely observe. In the time of the ancients, a piece of the sky fell here. Then came the water. It pulses with essence, though it does not live. You are a godlike. I'm surprised it did not speak to you. Call it whatever pleases you. Andra knows it by another name. Forgive me. We have no reason to know each other. I mediate between mortals and the Lady of Lament. Some call me a gift bearer.
Oh, good. I could use a new pair of boots.
We had one come to Paradise once. Thought he was a grifter. Especially since he only seemed to want tokens made of gold or gems.
The same as anywhere. Gift bearers heal soul wounds. And the wound here is quite potent. The shard of sky is a fragment of Ione Bratha. When the moon shattered, it fell here. Its memory is long and full of pain. Andra's. It sleeps deep in her soul records, and it still troubles her. I sense their discontent. I wonder if Andra does, too. If you retrieve the stone, find me at the harbor to the south. I have plans for it, and you. Take care when you breach the surface, though. The vessels might react. Make sure you hold your breath, godlike. Your work in this life is not finished.
I know that's what I want to hear before I go for a swim.
Okay, folks. Let's get the sky rock from the lake full of corpses so we can help out the creepy water priest.
Oh no, a big mushroom. I'm gonna go fight it real quick. Hello, mushroom people. It's a big one.
Another win, but who's counting?
Here we go! Come and get me.
Oh man, what is this? What the heck?
I'm sick!
Elegant scourge. Oh wow. Oh. It missed. This one's pretty strong. Sheesh.
I'm sick!
go. Ooh, man. What do we get? Oh, shoot. Delicate Head Bounty Trophy. Oh, this is the Delagan. Yeah, so this is the one bounty we're supposed to do on the way anyways. All right. How to hit two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. You have been encumbered. Uh-oh. Collecting too much stuff. Let me see. Let's get rid of this. Common growing stones. Got a fine bow. And then put the rest in the stash. Common clothing. Just to clear up some space. Alright, there we go. Should be good for now. Let us head back. To get this, a dragon heart. Oh. Oh, he's blocking everything. There we go. See if we can get out with that. So some new enemies over here on this side. I feel like this is the way. Oh man. So this is not the way there, but break down all of these. Ooh, actually, fine, great hammer. Okay, this is the only thing about doing missions. You find a bunch of new stuff you don't want to explore. Because what is this? Alright, let's see what's down here real quick.
Feels odd here. This is exactly the kind of place you'd find a Pargroon cache.
Yep. Oh shoot. What's that? Roast. One pistol. Some more grenades. Is oh, door's locked. And I see some loot here. Can I get it from here? Probably not. I can have one of them do it. Nope. See some loot back there too. Oh. Let me equip my grenade. Alright, watch out, Kai. There we go. Need all me looty. I'm encumbered again. So let's get rid of some. Few more things. But I definitely put some stuff in storage. Because I like to explore and loot a lot. I might get rid of those eventually. Oh, it says stash and camp. I didn't even know that. Oh, wow. That's a very cool feature right there. So you can stash and camp from anywhere. Let's just get rid of these. Somehow it's locked. I know there's loot in there. Let's see if we can figure a way to get inside there. Somehow. Right. And there we go. Looty. Odd Chorus Grimoire 2. Wow. Needed that. So let's see what that does. Chill Blades. I need level 10 to get the rest. So we're definitely gonna keep this one. I think that's all from here. Oh, there's this back here too. So real quick before we get the heart, let's see. How can I get just like that? You know I'm not leaving without my loot. Awakening Aedyr. That's Peregrine Cache. You're looking for that on the map. It's right over here on the way to the mission. A lot of good items in there. But to the heart we go. I feel like we have to go around. I wish it had waypoints on the floor. You could follow, like if you click it. You would be able to find it. Let me see. I feel like we have to go around. I see a beer over here. Oh shit, and I see a bear right there. Elder Brown Bear, hello there. Brother Bear. Bink. Bink. Bink, bink, bink. Oh shoot. He's doing some damage. You don't like fire, do you?
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Yes, sir. So this is definitely the path.
Leave something alone long enough. Living lands.
Hello.
Take it.
Boom.
Let's go. This one's mine.
Dang, whatever that is doing damage. bombs. Oh shoot.
Mine now, on your left.
Oh. Oh yeah, this ear is a lot harder. Oh no, I got his buns out. It's crazy. It's one way to die. Cheeks all out and everything. Onward.
The trail goes through the ravine and into the glade. Careful where you step.
I see loot down
Take
there.
your best shot.
Oh. Wow, stopped it.
Take a moment, people.
And we're going down here for this loot. A young grizzly. Oh shoot. See what's in here. Ooh, exceptional greatsword. Let's see if it's any better. So the sword I have is unique, common quality. Exceptional quality. Alright. Physical damage is a lot higher, but the light of day just looks better. Oh, I forgot you could dual sword. Wait a minute. No, one hand. Oh, I took away my other setup. Nah, we need my wand back in book. Need one-handed? Also, you have to two-hand it. Alright, we can test it out for a little bit.
Are
those roots tearing the bridge apart or holding it together?
Wow. Damn.
I'm sick.
We're on the wrong side.
It's like nature's shaping these ruins into something. Like a shrine, but for who?
Hello. Never tested my godlike ability.
He's also
Yeah, so the enemies here are a lot harder. Hello. Alice. Doing all right. Shall I say Elisa? Great to meet you.
Ah, a welcome visitor. It has been so long since one of your kind has walked in this grove. I mean one from the land, your kind. But why have you come here? A curious thing for Kith to want. Even one as special as you. It belonged to one who tended this grove for longer than I have been here. Sickness changed them, as it has recently changed so many creatures in these woods. It no longer recognized us as their kin. We had to stop them before their madness damaged the land. When we become enemies of the land, it goes against our nature. We had no choice. But it is over now. All that remains is their heart. Our kind has no need for such remembrances. It would cause us no pain to part with it. But wait. No. No. So many dead. So many of my kin are dead by your hand. The time for words has passed.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry?
Here we go.
Oh, man. Out of the bear. Oh, God. This is slowly becoming one of my favorite games. Yes, indeed. Your turn, Queen. Your time's up. Whoa! Yeah, I got that too.
Seek.
I want her gone. What is this? Oh crap. Oh, so Kai and Marius are both dead. Man.
Right with you.
All right.
That's one for us.
Yes, Elisa. I can see the chat on the side. Sorry about that. Still getting used to the whole Twitch thing. Ooh. Garland of WILDGROVES. So we got some rare items here. I was getting whooped by them. Fine bow. And here's the heart. Alright, so we finally got the heart. Let's go back. So I do like that sword, but I'm sorry. I prefer this one. I love the last ladder day. Alright, let's see for a little fast travel from here. Back to... Let's see. Okay, can't fast travel from here. Kind of figured. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's see if I can fast travel from here. Nope. Guess you can't fast travel from this location at all.
Watch yourself.
Oh man.
Unseek.
Ooh, nice hit, Kai.
Well, that was fun.
Yes, yes it was, brother. Now let us get out of these evil lands. Okay, now I should be able to fast travel. Come on. Let's get this heart in the ANIMANCY device. See what happens. Oh. We actually have her bound. Let's turn it in also.
At all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim. Diverus? You work fast. If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose innovation. Huh? Nature?
Very funny.
Perfetto. Return when you have more to claim.
Thank you.
out of the pub. Where are Ado?
For an Aedyran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada. With any luck, I can tell you a great deal. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first, let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood. All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum.
Clock?
Chrysalis.
Information?
Spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
Hello? You still with me? No, we should stop. This has gone far enough. Let's go over your results. Your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold. God, my condolences. Those two are a handful, even for animancers. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting. The stress of war can leave a mark on the soul, but this is different. Quite different. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge. Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land. Diverted, like the flow of a river. Purposeful, maybe, but to what end? Regardless, essence doesn't just disappear. It must be going somewhere. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
Yeah, I'll be honest. He lost me when he started talking about souls. What did I miss?
Nothing much. Alright, let's go back to Giati.
You ever think, what if I wasn't a ranger? Of course.
I have a lot of packing ahead of me, but I've earned a short rest. Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest? That's the fun part of metaphysics. Everything is strange, but nothing is new. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise.
Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Aedyr pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's work. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Well, that's where I need your help. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I can't blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there. The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
It's the basement. Let's see.
If that's where her parents died, I'm glad we can fairly have to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great. Don't know what I expected, but this isn't it.
And from the blight, who grows here?
So Papa left the amulet for her. Okay.
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn, a life of peace.
This is scary. This is sad. These are her parents. Let me just grab this key.
Gods. We can leave now, right?
Level 10.
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
Sorry about that, folks. Rest in peace.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Yes.
Or something like that.
Gods. I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there? I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I don't think you were in any danger. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing. My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands, and it destroyed her. My father, our family,
People are too quick to risk everything for an ideal. I'm sorry it didn't work out for your family.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened. I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way. The only thing we're missing now is an Aedyr pillar, and I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Eora. There should be some equipment waiting for us. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Eora. No telling how long we'll be gone. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Alright, who should I keep? Kai or Marius? I kinda wanna keep Kai. Marius, go back to camp, buddy.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Wow. So Giada's our new companion. So that's our third one so far. So now we have Giada. So guys, with that being said, we're gonna cut part 6 here. These missions are long, but the story is getting really deep now. We're figuring everything out. But I want to thank you guys for showing your support. Jake's retarded. He called me a simp for choosing her. Maybe I am. I'll see you guys in the next part. Well, goodbye.